Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. And today we have a very important Southeastern Conference rivalry matchup between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Tennessee Volunteers. This series is massive because we've already lost 3 games in the Southeastern Conference. We're 1-3 in the conference right now. We're sitting with the record of 4-3. We're coming off a loss against the Florida Gators in Florida, and we're sitting now 14th ranked in the nation. So that means we're outside of the college football playoff rankings if the season ended today. The good news is we still have 5 games left this year. So we have to win today's game, and we got to win all 5 of this game and all 4 of the rest of the games, because if not, we will not be making the playoffs most likely. So today we face a Tennessee team. When you see their record, you're like, okay, they're not that great. Well, no, they've had a very similar season to us. A really tough schedule, a really good team, but they're losing their close games. They're 90 overall. They're a really good team. On paper, they should be dominating, but they're not. I mean, on paper, we should be dominating at 94 overall, but we're not. Welcome to college football, and especially a college football season in the SEC, right? So they're 2-5 and they're 0-3 in the conference. And you take a look at these two teams by the numbers. Yeah, we're the better team, 94. I thought they were 90 overall. They're 89, but 89 offense, 90 defense. They're one of the best teams overall in the SEC, but clearly they're not playing like that. They just had a really tough schedule. And Matthew Horn is coming off a big game. He had 2 sacks last game. It wasn't enough. We still took the loss, but Matthew Horn's been playing great. Our true impact player is Dan Honeycutt, although last week he only had 1 catch for 10 yards. So he was leading the Heisman watch. We'll check that later to see if he still is. But yeah, might be tough to win the Heisman after that tough game. But he's had an incredible year, a record-breaking year so far. I think he can still win Heisman. Now, we're going to be going through the top 25, taking a look at the top stories, Heisman Watch, and all of that just like usual. So if you want to go ahead and skip to the game, check out the timestamps I have for you in the video description. I also have the game start timestamp at the bottom right if you want to go ahead and jump to the game. But let's dive into the top stories. If y'all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more content to tune into here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. This will be the final season of this dynasty because the next series will be starting in July when College Football 26 releases on July 7th, I believe, for early access. So stay tuned for a new series. I cannot wait. And here we go with the first top story. We have an upset. Virginia went into Stanford and took them down 44-42 in overtime. What a game there. That is a rough loss for Stanford, a team who had a great year so far, but they dropped to number 19 and they were in the top 10 before that loss. Moving on, the linebacker for the Ragin' Cajuns, Priest Ash, had 3 sacks and 6 tackles. What a game for the linebacker there for the Ragin' Cajuns. And this week, we have a massive matchup, not only for the top 25 rankings, but for this Kentucky team, because we need Georgia to lose all momentum before we play them the next to last week of the season, right? So number 1 Georgia goes into Ole Miss, play against number 7 ranked Ole Miss Rebels. And this is going to be insane, this matchup. And we play both of these teams this year. We still, in the last 5 games, we play Tennessee this week in week 9. We play Auburn. We play Ole Miss. We play Georgia. And we play Louisville. So, wow. 3 of the teams we face off against are in the top 10. Auburn, Ole Miss, and Georgia. Yeah, it's going to be kind of insane, so stay tuned for the rest of the season. It is going to be nuts. And then there's a matchup this week between 18 Purdue against USC, and USC is ranked number 8 right now. Now, that could change if Purdue pulls off the upset at USC. And here's your look at the updated top 25. Georgia is still number 1, Oregon number 2, Virginia Tech, Michigan, NC State, Clemson, Ole Miss, USC, Notre Dame, and LSU. So you see this Kentucky team, we dropped to number 14 in the rankings, unfortunately. But hey, we can still move up into the college football playoffs. We have to make it based on our ranking because obviously we're not going to be anywhere close to the SEC championship game, considering we're 1-3 in the conference, right? But Marshall's the final team to move into the top 25 with a 6-1 record. Now, notably, Stanford dropped from the top 10. They dropped to number 19 with their loss. And South Carolina, they are 5-2. They've had some big wins this year. They're still ranked 20th. The playoff committee just for some reason does not like South Carolina. They have a better team than us. I mean, not overall wise, but the way they're playing this year. But they're still behind us in the rankings. But hey, I'm all for it because it's going to make it easier for us to actually make the playoffs. And here's your look at the updated Heisman watch list. And yes, Dan Honeycutt is still number 1 despite his worst game of the year. He only had one catch, and that was a touchdown, thankfully. But we just couldn't get him the ball. I mean, the Florida Gators just were all over us. We just could not get Dan Honeycutt open. We had no time. And you have 2 Georgia players, their quarterback and wide receiver there on the list at 2 and 3. Michael Turner there for LSU. And then the quarterback for Oregon as well, Denzel Funches. So that is the updated Heisman watch. We may get to close out this dynasty with actually a Heisman winner with Dan Honeycutt. And it is time for the Week 9 rivalry SEC matchup. Number 14 ranked Kentucky going into Tennessee to face off against the unranked Volunteers. This is a Volunteers team who has a lot to prove today. They're going to try to battle back into the top 25 and then, of course, battle back to try to make a bowl game. They're likely out of the playoffs. You never know. Anything can happen. But let's check the uniforms there for Tennessee. Okay, they're wearing the orange and white. So for us, let's rock blue, right? We gotta rock some blue here. Let's go blue pants and the rest white. I love it. And make sure the playbook is set. The playbook is set. Let's play some football, everybody. Huge rivalry matchup here. Let's dominate in Tennessee and crush the Volunteers. Come on.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
What a tough environment to play in, everybody. We get to start on defense. Look at Ryan Gamer, the head coach, getting this team fired up. We've won 4 national championships, and it's looking like we might miss the playoffs. Let's change that. I'm going to play focus football today, everybody. Call smart plays, put pressure on Tennessee, and we're going to dominate.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
See the tournament record here. Tennessee 84-28. Yeah. You hate to see it. Well, Tennessee fans love to see it, right?
We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder.
Yes! Elijah Scholar has had a great year. What a play. Keep the pressure.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Come on.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. All kinds of running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific.
That's on me. I turned it into him. I should have made the tackle, right? I couldn't make the pick. I couldn't make the pick, obviously, but what a play.
Especially is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
I mean, he just ran us over.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Welcome to Tennessee. Home field advantage is huge here.
The page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one?
We've had a nightmare of a schedule here in year 5. Like, this is nuts.
Put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Like, the fact that Tennessee is unranked this year, they've been like us, just a tough schedule. They haven't won the close games, right? It's football sometimes. And wow, when you're in one of the big conferences, right, you're always going to have a tough schedule. No matter, even if you're playing an unranked team, it does not matter. It is going to be tough when you're on the road.
And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first
Focus
time.
up.
As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to
Run the ball, open up the pass, make big plays.
Not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm.
That's perfection. We're not going to be able to audible. So whatever play we call is what we got to run.
For their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball
13 toughest place to play.
Teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That's incredible. Our offensive line is back. It is about time. Well, some of you might say, Ryan, you haven't been running the ball. And that's fair.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw.
Just wanted to check it down. I didn't want to take a risk. There's already a risk running that play.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked.
Brave Andre and everybody. Should have won Heisman last year. He got it robbed from him.
You got to have a sense of urgency.
But has not had a great year this year.
Into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Look at Dunbar go, 99 acceleration and agility. He's not the fastest. Like, he is fast, burst speed, but his top speed is not great.
Control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get.
That's a perfect throw, I tell you. Our quarterback has come such a long way. Like, Bullock has really turned into an elite level quarterback.
Bringing the energy and noise early. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside
Commentators
SEC
are right.
this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room.
That's perfection. Look at Sanders getting downfield and making a block.
Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not
what a block!
We wanted, but we got to point
74 missed the block. That would have been a touchdown, but great block.
All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
I love this look. You know, no live stories today. I'm to be completely focused here on the football. We got to win, right? We have to. There's no option.
To the ground with the back. He's dropped
Good play.
behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football.
This should be a touchdown to Sands.
Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best.
This play we ran a lot in year 2.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Dan Honeycutt's wide open. I see him.
Over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I got to see if he actually was wide open. Did I miss it? No, never mind. Wide open? In what world? That's an interception for a touchdown. It's a good thing I didn't see that till after. Nobody was open. Running back, kind of, Tremaine Stack, but this is open if I throw it right now. I have to read that coverage right there. Look at Guerrero out. The route's right there. That's a touchdown. I waited too long. And the sad thing is I was looking at number 19 the whole time. So there's no excuse for that. I missed that. I got to throw it right here. and that's a touchdown. I waited way too long, and Sens got crushed because of it. That's painful, but you know, that's football sometimes. It's tough. It's so fast-paced. You don't always make the right decision. I'm going to take a couple screenshots here, and we gotta score here. Wanted to show this great screenshot here. Like, this looks awesome with the checkerboard fans in the background with the orange and white, and just seeing the two teams across from each other. Like, it just, that's a great shot right there. But got to make a tough decision here, and I think we're going to kick. But
well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial
you got to
up the
take
pass
points.
play.
As much as I want to go for
There
this,
was just simply nobody open.
there ain't no
Couldn't
way.
make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a
Why is
big
our kicker
decision
so
here on
nervous?
4th down.
We got to take the points though, right? Yep. How do you miss that? It's
good. And they couldn't cut into the lead.
home field advantage.
It's still a 7-point game.
He pulled it.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
I mean, I'm not known for my kicking, right? But like, that wasn't bad input if you watch it. Like, it was a good aim, and that's just the kicker pulling it home field advantage, right? They do shank it sometimes, and that was a shank.
Stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get
Wow.
the defense
Okay.
on their heels and you back them off a little
Put
bit, you
the
get a little
full-on
bit,
pressure on 'em.
It's really hard to stop, Jesse.
Well,
and they're going to try to do it again.
That's
right
not what I
And if
meant,
you're this
but
play
okay.
caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They
I guess
make
we
the
should have went
stop
for it, right?
there.
Hindsight's
Good pickup,
2020
still
though.
short of the first down.
Good play.
Bad pressure, just
Wait, their
engulfed
offensive
him. A
lineman's
sack
hurt.
for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him
Never
be
root
checked
for
out.
injuries, but that could be huge for this
Barely
Kentucky team.
manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the
That's a
sticks.
great
It's
play
Austin.
call for that.
They make the
That's
stop
such a good
at the
play call. He
sweep.
recognized the
Catch,
blitz
ready
and
to
just
give him a
picked us
first down.
apart.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender.
Good play.
away
That's
from
Matthew
him,
Horn.
catching it and getting the first.
I'm gonna keep pressure on him, like, we have to.
Nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries
Pick
matter
that.
so
How
much.
did he get beat
all
by that
throughout the
much?
year.
Why did he bite up?
Ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Number 30
That
or
touchdown
33. Was
grabs
that
the
Dooley?
25th of his
He
career.
beat up
Not
so bad
surprising
there.
either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's
What is
definitely
he
one of those guys that's
doing?
been so big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such
I
great
tried to
stats.
turn into him to make a
Lining
play
up
because
to
I saw him
tack
get
one more
beat.
onto that lead.
Okay,
And
I mean,
extra point
welcome
makes
to
it
Tennessee,
14
everybody.
now.
Okay, hey, it's
A
not
very
over.
efficient
We've had
five-play
plenty of
scoring
games where
drive.
we've been down
And the
14-0
score
or
comes
even
courtesy
worse.
of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be
Such a
found
good
as he
drive,
stopped
too.
at the 18.
All right, here we go. Come on.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they
77
really need
has
to
to
get
get
it going
outside
here,
there, and
Jesse.
that could be a
That's right.
touchdown.
The
We're
opponent,
one
they're
block
firing
away
on
from a
all
touchdown
cylinders
there.
Right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow.
I love the
struggling.
running back here.
They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
Good
and pick
try.
and pick
Sands
until you
was
find
open.
that
Dan
play,
Honeycutt was
that
open.
scheme that you can
They were
use
both
against this
open.
defense.
No doubt about it.
They have relished this tight
Okay.
victory since the last time
Dan
these two got
Honeycutt
together,
is B.
Yeah, it's just
Guerrero
winning
is X.
beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Welcome to home field advantage in college football 25. It's a game of momentum and composures. What? That is the best receiver in college football on a perfect throw, right in his hands, and he drops it. I don't even know what to say. I think our players have given up.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
Jerry told the defense, get the ball back.
Might be a little stiff. They only used
Get the ball back.
A week ago.
That's a great throw. There's just nothing you can do about that.
Back and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
That's just painful. Okay, we have to get the job done.
Carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about
The defense, who is the
that? Gave him
worst in the
ball,
SEC this year.
Delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw
Pick
the
that.
football. When
Storm.
you got a man you trust, let it run.
Storm's there to pick that. I happened to be Norm in that play instead of Storm. I would have picked that off.
Yardage is picked up. They're looking to pass from the red zone.
Drill him.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the
Smart
hit.
slide.
Pick up there. That's the end
You
of
all
the
saw I
quarter,
was
and
hit sticking.
Tennessee
You
has
better
the
believe
lead.
it.
They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the
198.
first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the
Brooks,
break.
you better spy him.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Good try. Good try.
He'll be stopped just short of
Come
the
on,
end zone,
team.
but they'll have it first
We
and
need
goal.
effort. That's all I want
Defense
is
backed
effort.
up.
Like,
Shadow
just
of
give
the
me effort
goalpost
like you
trying
want to
to
win. That's
defend
all
their
I
own
need.
end zone. Direct snap.
They scouted that from Florida last week.
Touchdown ball. They've extended the lead
Okay.
and taken control here in week 9.
All right, Jewel. I
Another
see how it
rushing
is.
Touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
I hate hearing that song. Like, I love their dog. I do love their dog. I do like that it showed the dog there. But I don't like anything else about the Tennessee
He'll
Volunteers.
try to tack on one more.
I like their dog. I like their dog mascot. That's it.
And the extra point is
And that
through,
song-
and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia looked
Come
less
on!
like a pack of dogs
Come on!
and more like a group
Yes!
of road warriors.
Dugans
in a solid
says, I
victory.
got this!
team almost
I got this
always plays
team!
tough between the
Rashard
edges, and today they
Dugans!
found a way
Take that,
outside of
Tennessee.
Sanford Stadium.
I don't hear Rocky Top now. On U of K.
This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Take
How about
that,
Sounds
Tennessee.
as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Mad
He is
now.
a field flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always
It's our
talk about
first
defense,
kick
we always
return
talk
in
about
3
offense, but
seasons.
man, when
We
your
had
special
a
teams
couple
come
that
through
with
for
Brendan
and
White,
score,
right? Year one.
it is huge, and
Started
it
off the
provides
season with
such a
the
boost.
kick return, I think, in
They're
year
lining
one.
up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own.
We needed that so bad. You talk about getting some momentum. Defense, wake up. Jerry is so mad. Like, I forgot to tell you all this. Jerry is now the defensive coordinator. He's filling in this week. The defensive coordinator, I don't know, had something to do. He must have got benched, right? So Jerry took over, so I don't know what the defensive coordinator is going to this week. He had to go to a graduation or something. I don't know.
You got a big lead. Let's just keep
graduation of a family member, you know. That's what Jerry said. You know, that's Jerry said that, so I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Jerry's not doing a good job, though. Jerry will never get this job again. I can tell you that.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
Okay.
They stop him just a link or two short
like,
of the first. And
run man maybe? I don't know.
Second down here. Give to the running back.
That's how you get through it. I took on the block and just went right through him.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Dooley.
Downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick.
Okay, can I show you all something? A home field advantage in full force right here. Watch number 33, please. I don't care if you're manned up against another receiver. It almost hit him in the head. Who do we got? Like, how do you not take him out after that? I just don't know how you don't take him out. I'm going to put in the freshman, Max McCourty. Because, no, I'm going to put in Mayo. Not the fastest, but I don't care about speed right now. Just get the job done, Mayo.
Down at the 34-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play.
Dooley's still in right now. I'm going to control Dooley.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why.
Max Funches must be the best quarterback in college football. I've never seen anything like this.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. Feeling some heat.
You got to hit him sooner. We were there. That's great defense, though. All right, I'm gonna stick to the coach suggestions. These must be Jerry's suggestions here, right?
I love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
I was begging for that quarterback to run.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Timeout.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Okay. I love overload 3 seam.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw it again. Skips away from pressure. And sure, tackling there.
Kill Brooks on a spy. Dominates. And I read that coverage perfect. I left my zone. I had to guard 2 people because there was 2 people on the route. They weren't open. I could have picked them both off. Great defense and great game tackling there. From, that was Tim Brooks and Norman, right?
We still might go for it.
That is huge. Like, I realize we're still down by quite a bit. That's a game changer right there. That changes everything.
And the kickoff team's getting some work.
But I don't know how Tennessee is doing it, but they look like the best team I have ever seen.
Down to get the offense started on the next drive.
I mean, they are 89 overall at home, so probably playing like 89.
After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's
9-8-6 switch, everybody.
So it's not necessarily panic time.
We're looking at Sands and then Honeycutt.
Playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Maybe a seat.
Just throw it.
I mean, I'm not trusting
Nobody was open. That was phenomenal coverage. Like, some of y'all were so nervous when you saw me throw that, as you should be.
It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
David Honeycutt, you trust Dan. He dropped it earlier. The catch of the year.
First and goal from the 10.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football
That's a
to.
double
The
coverage.
defense still
I saw he
can't
had
find
some
a way
space, though.
to
He's
cover
so
this guy.
fast.
With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
1,500 receiving yards. We have 4 games left after today. And not only does he catch it, he stiff arms right away. That's just phenomenal. This kid is the real deal, everybody. Like,
The Wildcats
wow.
have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Chris, get
They bring
upfield.
him
Chris
down, and he's
Stacy, the
gonna
fullback,
lose a
made a
yard
big
on that
mistake
one.
there.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about
Pay
this?
attention to
Sitting
the
in the
player
run,
icon.
aggressive,
Sands is RB, Sanders is A, Honeycutt is X, Guerrero is B.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
That's a perfect route.
He's down
I'm
at the
going to
one.
line up
They
as a run.
almost had the touchdown
Our
pass
go-to
on
run
that one.
inside zone.
And after getting it right
This is
on
a
the edge,
touchdown.
they'll try to punch it
Make sure
in
the
on 3rd
linebacker is
down.
actually marked. I don't know why they had the safety marked.
Trying to pound it in.
Yes, he could
And
walk it
takes
in.
for the score. Touchdown, Wildcat.
On U of K.
The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that.
What a
poor field
first half. You talk about an electric first half for the fans, and you on YouTube, a lot of scoring here. I know you on YouTube, unless you're Tennessee fans, would like to see this go different, but
About
you
to
know.
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
when you play away in this game, like, it's the real deal. Like, there's
And they
just the way it is.
wanted to attempt a return, but
Love it or
decided
hate
not
it,
to.
you
Instead,
can't
they'll take
change
the
it.
touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in
Gotta
the
make
field.
tackles.
Stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most
keep running man.
You got to put the drive together first.
I mean, now we've had better success with man than zone, I feel like.
And getting 6 points.
We haven't had great success with either.
Goes to the wideout. Fires a bullet out.
That's how you play. A
And
cover
he'll be
one
marked
hole.
down, but
That is
what
how
a
you
play
play
to
that
come up with
position.
that interception.
And that's just
Perfection.
excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football.
They
Look
said
at
Storm
everybody
Livings
playing
was a
man across
bust.
the board, and you still
No,
got
no,
the
no.
safety in the middle of the field.
I read that
Nobody
perfect.
open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't
He is
force
not
it
a
in tight
bust,
windows
everybody.
if it's
I
not
don't
there.
care what they
He
say
throws it,
about him.
unfortunately,
That kid is
gets
not a
the
bust.
interception.
He is
Bad
the real
decision
deal.
by the QB there.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back
So they've locked it
back
down on the
scoring
run.
drives
We
here.
can say
Yeah,
that.
remember, it's
Like,
not
good
uncommon
turnaround for them.
offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things
Okay,
not
so
go their
RB is
way
across
early,
the
but they
middle.
found
B is
something
doing an
last
out
drive,
and in.
David. Let's see if they can
Okay.
build on it.
I like that play.
You
2
just
minutes
pick
left
and
in the
pick
first
until
half.
you
I definitely
find
was
that
watching the
place
clock.
where,
Don't
okay,
worry.
This is an advantage.
Always
They
watching the
clearly
clock.
found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down.
What a route from Guerrero.
Downfield. They make the stop at
We got
the
plenty of time.
41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
I'm looking at Tremaine Stack out of the
Here's this offense
backfield.
with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll try to do it
Beautiful.
himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain.
Okay,
on the
we got
play.
plenty of time. Let's run it.
I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so
Is
many
any
big
game more
plays.
stressful than
I gotta
college
string
football
him out.
25?
I gotta
Sports
make him
game,
get to the
no.
sideline. But I will say this,
Regular
I do wanna
game,
hit him at the
maybe
end of
Dark
the
Souls
line.
and
I don't
Elden
wanna run
Ring.
him out of bounds
You know,
and let him get
any of the
free
From
carries. I
Software
wanna be
games. But
physical.
other than that, no. No game's more intense and terrifying than college football
The
25.
Wildcats getting set on
This is a
1st
touchdown
and
to
10.
Dan Honeycutt. I'm looking at Sanders first.
Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield.
Dan Honeycutt!
Wildcats. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
You never give up.
And I tell
We
you
know
what,
we have a
that passing
high-powered
touchdown, man,
offense.
that should
Defense has been the
spark
problem
whole
this year.
team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go.
You have to read that in a
get
split
all the
second.
Juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field.
Okay,
And the
everybody
PAT
remain
will
calm.
draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient
I tell you, what an exciting game for the fans
And
here.
they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown
Rashard
pass.
Dugans, everybody, changed everything with that kick return. Changed all the momentum. This game is a
And it'll
game of
be a
momentum.
touchback. The ball
The
will come
momentum
out to
changes the
the
composures of the
25-yard
player, which directly impacts their
Tennessee
attributes
ready
by
to
a
go
long
towards the
shot.
big orange
It is
offense
the
on the
best
field.
system in a
Boy, they
sports
hope
game.
this next drive
It is
is
the
more
best. Like,
productive after throwing
it's
a pick
phenomenal.
last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
Is
just
it frustrating?
talking to
You
the
better
young
believe it.
quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him
When you
down,
lose momentum,
to go out and refocus
hard to get
this
it back.
drive.
We got it back,
And
but we
some
could
people
lose it
do that
in
better
an
than others,
instant.
But you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense will
Ever
stop
since
the
I
clock
went with
and use
Jerry's
one of his timeouts.
Jerry's coach suggestions here,
Second down coming up.
wow, have to say defense has been better. Hasn't been great, but it's been better. We got a pick.
And that's gonna fall
That's
to the ground
Mayo,
incomplete.
right?
That was
That's
a
Mayo, I
physical
believe.
matchup there. Third
Dooley
down
got
coming.
benched. You better believe it. You play terrible football, you're gonna get
Got
benched.
to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally.
I don't care how good of a player you are.
They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, Living. Let's get another one. 54 seconds left.
He'll
3-point
come
ball
out
game
forward on
here.
first down. Zings it complete to
Beautiful.
the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Cover 3 buzz
Really
team.
good
Let's do it.
job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space.
Ah, that was
A guy
wide
that's
open.
used
Good
to
read by the
breaking
quarterback.
tackles, used to making plays.
I tell you, Dylan Rowe can hit. When he comes up and makes a tackle, like he crushes players.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always
They're
knows
wasting time. What are they
exactly where
doing?
he's going
Looking
to
like
be on
me
the
with
field.
clock
They've got great
management.
chemistry.
Good hit.
And a missed opportunity
I mean,
on third down
they
as
didn't
the
want to give us
defense
time.
knocks
I get it.
free and fourth down
We
is
got plenty
coming
of
up.
time to score.
The
A field goal,
ball sent out
definitely.
the
We have
punt
Dan
unit.
Honeycutt.
They'll look to pin him deep.
And Stephen Bullock. Let's not give Dan all the credit. Our quarterback's incredible. Like, think of the throws he's made. I'm doing it. 9-8-6 switch. Really risky.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about the middle linebacker? making
I
great
saw
plays,
Sands
drops
right.
his
Why
zone,
Sands was
eyes on the
wide open,
quarterback,
RB.
sees the quarterback
I
over,
saw him.
breaks on it perfectly,
And it was
gets
too
it
late.
done,
I
and
still
gets
threw it.
all the way
Nothing
to the house.
Stephen Bullock could do about that. Sands was open for the easiest touchdown of his career, and I missed it. I looked at Sanders, Honeycutt, and missed Sands until it was too late. I tried to throw it, and we paid the price. Well, plenty of time to score, right? Well, it was.
They'll try
I
to
never
tack
said
one
what
more on
team.
their score.
Somebody scored, all right. Oh, that's
And the extra
terrible.
point will tack another one
I
onto
don't
this
even know
lead.
what to say. This has been a
So
crazy
here
first
comes the
half.
kickoff
Like,
after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the
that
half
should have
is
been
to
a
give up a
touchdown.
big
Let it go.
return.
All right,
He
listen.
wisely lets that
We
one
are
bounce
score. I'm
through
running
the
that
back of the
same
end zone,
play.
and they'll take
9-8-6
over at the
switch.
25.
And look, I looked at the primary route, Honeycutt. I looked at Sanders. I looked at Sands. It was that progression. I didn't have enough time. Like, yeah, he was
Comes out
open.
throwing on first down. He tosses one
He's
high
open again.
deep down the left
99
side.
speed!
And he grabs it at the
99
50.
speed!
The defense couldn't corral him, and
He says, give me one more chance, Ryan.
Kentucky.
Give him a chance.
Man,
What an
great job by
electric
this
first
offense,
half.
finishing
What
the
is
half. It wasn't
happening?
perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half,
This
they
is
come out,
nuts.
make some things happen. We just created some big momentum.
They
for this
better
offense.
add
Now we
instant
take it to
classics back into Dynasty in College Football 26 so we can go back and relive these moments at the end of our dynasties, right? Like, instant classics have to return. This is an instant classic. Hopefully we win, obviously. But, like, what is happening? Sands beat him again. He has so much speed, but that's Stephen Bullock, everybody. Think of the heart to come out and make that throw after throwing an interception for a touchdown. Stephen Bullock is amazing. I'll see you in the second half. What an electric half.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Did you all see the hit that Stephen Bullock took when he threw that perfect ball to close out the half? That's insane. What a throw. 99 acceleration, 99 speed. He might have 98 speed, but 99 change of direction. We've got so much speed. One of the receivers we recruited, everybody. Okay. We get the ball, too. This is amazing. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. That's why this series is one of the best on the channels and will be remembered many years from now.
At halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know, the offense
just
is
so
saying
good.
to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anything.
I love the inside zone. I do. I love it as a run play. It works a lot of
you get the ball
times.
first, and so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half. Say, listen, we're going to keep scoring.
Has it
points,
worked
and then
today,
maybe
though?
help some
It did
alleviate
once.
some of that pressure on your defense.
Should be wide open, straight up the middle, right?
That was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on
Not
second
wide
down
open,
and it's
obviously, but I mean easy
incomplete.
first
Now you
down.
set up third and long.
Wide
Now you're set
open.
up
Yeah,
for
right. I admit that it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the
I'm looking
big
at
boys
Guerrero,
up front. You gotta give
Sans
it a little
Guerrero.
bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just
I
like
mean,
that.
Honeycutt had some space. Guerrero was not open. They were all risky. Okay, Honeycutt is X, Sans is RB.
Some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
You all like how I'm telling myself before the play? You all have been asking me to do that forever. Like, Ryan, pay attention to the icons before when you play away. Huh. Never thought about that.
The quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say
I got to
if
cut
you're
up
looking, you're
quicker.
booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the
Oh,
receiver didn't get
that's
the
a
quarterback
touchdown.
his eyes, so
Guerrero
they
has a
were on the
lot
same
of
page.
speed,
They
everybody.
knew it was
I wish I
zone,
could
and
audible, though, to
executed
get the
that
safety off.
Trying to get to it.
Couple more seconds, that's a touchdown. A couple more.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces.
Run dagger.
Don't let
This
them
was
feel
open
comfortable
earlier.
and run zone.
Honeycutt
And all
dropped
those
it.
holes in the zone, and my rush can't get
Not
home.
do anything
Pressure
crazy,
'em,
though, right?
Pressure 'em, pressure 'em.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Like throwing it in triple coverage. Oh, he
And that'll
almost
be
got it.
incomplete. They certainly
Yeah, that's
weren't afraid
crazy.
to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Don't do anything
Well, in the first
crazy.
half, this
Triple
offense
coverage.
was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the
can't help
defense
it.
needs now to spark some momentum.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it.
I wanted to hit him so bad. All right, team, come on.
The Volunteer offense.
Let's play
back,
ball.
And they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers.
tackle. I tried to
Reese.
strip
think
it.
it's finding the
Probably
guys
not
that have
smart.
been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And he's
Just
got it
hurry
for
up.
the
It's
first
so
down. It'll
annoying.
be at the 35. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job.
I tell you, Tennessee fans watching this game are loving this. Well, they're not loving that comeback, right? But like, wow, this Volunteers team is no joke.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete.
It's first down. It's
He
close.
steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the balls are rolling down the field.
Wait, flip. What are we doing,
Running
team? Here we
back
go.
goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Read it. Tried to
Not
strip it.
much
That was a
working
good
there.
time
It'll
for the
be
strip.
second
Just
and
didn't get
9.
it.
Quick tempo here for the offense. Handoff from the gun.
That's a great play call. I mean, it's wide open up the middle, and I knew that was a big risk, but we still got it. I'm running man again. I'm telling him to play inside. Play inside. Make a play. Somebody's got to make a play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't
Dylan
ready for the
Rowe.
throw, incomplete.
Come on.
Well, tip your hat to the
We
defense,
took
getting
out
that incompletion,
Dooley,
because that hasn't happened
and our
often for this
defense
guy.
has been
Completed over
changed.
70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense
And I'm calling
continue
more
to mix
variety of
things up,
plays
see if
because
they
I'm
can
listening
maybe
to some of the
confuse
coach
this QB?
suggestions, some of Jerry's suggestions, right?
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Okay, come on.
Kentucky
We
sends the
are
offense back
UK.
out onto
Oh,
the
wait, we're
field.
not in Lexington.
They just didn't quite
Oh.
find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to
We
run it.
are
I think they gotta be more
UK.
physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
I tell you, our run blocking has looked amazing sometimes today, and it's looked terrible sometimes today.
Then run play action. It opens up the whole
We have to
offensive
score
perspective.
here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back.
2 minutes, 20 seconds
Able
left.
to scrounge 3 yards out of that
In the
one
third
somehow.
quarter.
It's 2nd and 7.
Plenty of game
It's
left.
so nice to know you can start off on first down.
I'm looking at Dan Honeycutt and
Positive yards,
Sands.
hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Dan Honeycutt. Bad
Just too
throw.
much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of
Okay.
bounds.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Okay, slot out. I like. Is this Sands?
Here comes
Honeycutt
this
even
whole
better.
crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on
I like
third down.
Guerrero actually on a slant. I think that's going to make this play even a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
That's all Guerrero. He's got 50-50, which means he
Good
can
job
get it.
running that route
He'll
to
get the ball.
past the sticks
He
because
wins
he got
one-on-one
nothing
battles,
after
everybody.
Well, look, that
And
wasn't
it's a good
touchdown.
thing he does.
That was a massive play for this offense.
Great
They
throw, though.
needed some momentum. They needed to find
Looking
a
at
rhythm in a
Honeycutt
better
and-
way than converting on 3rd
Mize,
down.
that's wide
Awesome
open.
job
What a
by the
route.
quarterback getting through his progression.
I think every receiver we have has over 97 speed. I love it. I got to remember that. Trio Y flex, mesh
That's great
whips.
execution
That's a
between the
great
QB and
play.
receiver. They look like they could execute
You all
that
have
throw in their
helped me
sleep.
point out
Quarterback took
that
the
my
steps,
play variety has
threw
gotten a
it
little bit
on time.
worse
Great
over
route
this
by the
this
receiver.
year,
Nice job
and
spreading
I'm
the
trying to get better.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Trying
Sure
to
hands,
see the
it's
film
Sanders.
more, right? Like,
Finally run out of bounds,
Play
but
smart.
he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean,
Fresh set of
honestly,
downs
offensively,
after the
we've been good this
completion.
year. That hasn't really
That's
been the
why they
problem,
gotta keep
but
running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over
we've
the
got to
middle
get
of the
Drayton out of there. What is it? His wear and tear is up there. We've got to put Dunbar in. Dunbar's great, and he doesn't have as much speed, but look at the wear and tear. Minus 12 in all of his stats. We have so good running backs, but
Give him an
the problem with
opportunity because you just saw
Drayton, he
how
just can't
dangerous he
handle
is
any
after
type
the
of
catch.
workload. You give him the ball, he
Second down
falls
coming
apart.
up on this red zone
Okay, I'm
opportunity.
looking at Honeycutt here for a touchdown.
He's
Nope,
looking to
Sands.
throw.
Touchdown! Yes! I mean Sanders, not Sands, but let's go!
Finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown.
Best
pass
comeback
of the
ever.
day. The defense has no clue how to respond
up there.
right now.
No,
It's not over
the
yet.
Defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this.
How
defense.
much are we going to miss him, everybody? I don't know if we'll get another season in before the next game comes out. I don't know. Maybe we will get some games in. see how the new rookies look, but like, and see the progression. I don't know how. I don't think we'll be able to finish whole season. We might simulate or something. We'll see.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
And then play like the playoffs
And the extra
when we get
point
close.
is good.
So yeah, we might do another year. We might have time.
35-31. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive.
I guess it depends on how far we go in this season, right? Probably what all of you are thinking. Well, Ryan, that really depends on how well you do. That's true.
But he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
What a comeback. Okay, let's keep climbing. Come on.
First down here for the offense.
We are UK.
He wants to throw. Quick completion on the
He's
out.
trying to make our team feel at home, right?
After a very productive play.
What a game. Our offense is insane this year. Our defense,
Guys, that's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, our
Kentucky
defense.
has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
this is a massive game because keep in mind, Tennessee may be great overall. Their record is not. So, like, if we lose this game, we're out of the top 25.
Of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go
The
back
top
to work.
25, they don't care about overalls. Well, maybe they do a little bit.
Quarterback on the
Look
key.
at Matthew Horn,
One
staying
step
disciplined.
wrap,
What a
two
play.
step
No, that was
squeeze.
Kendricks,
This
right?
junior
Yeah, that
knows
was
how to
Kendricks.
get
That
it
was
on
the tackle.
ground. The Vols will hustle to the line. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any.
I've made a lot of mistakes recently. You all have seen me make a lot of defensive mistakes. Finally, I'm back to playing good defense. It's usually my strong point, right? Usually, I'm pretty good at playing defense. Watch me get up there and make a play. That is probably the best linebacker play I've ever done. How many missed tackles have I had this year? Don't answer that literally if you've been keeping track, right? Don't you answer that literally, YouTube. I can't handle that. What a spin, Dan. It meant nothing, but it looked cool. Okay, 35-31, 7 minutes left.
Offense takes the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be
Hey, that
nice.
was weird.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset
Hook Z post. I like it.
I know I can't make
I like set. Oh, Honeycutt's a
I don't think
touchdown.
They have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get
Nope.
back to doing what you're
Sands.
good at.
Honeycutt was a touchdown. We didn't have time for either, though. We really didn't.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that...
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have time for nothing. We almost hit on this play so many times. Wait, we don't know the icons. B is Honeycutt, I think, and oh no.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the
Good
tight
try,
end.
Sanders.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a
Ball
better
to
job of
27, yeah,
separating
don't
and
even
giving
think
his
about it. You
quarterback
gotta
a place
punt.
to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Like, I like playing aggressive, don't get me wrong, but going for it there would have been crazy. Come on, Dylan Rowe again. He's making his presence known today. Like, this kid is amazing. And what about Mayo back there in safety? Has really changed everything. We can't give him all the credit, like our entire team, but our entire team is on fire right now,
Just
too.
haven't had a rhythm these last couple of
finally have
games, but I'll tell you,
composure.
the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news
Get
is
another
your
pick.
defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that
Make a
good
play, make a
stop
play.
While this
Good
game
job.
is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short
Good
pass
hit.
to the tight
Dylan Rowe
end.
again. I
A
mean,
little bit more to go after
he
that
is
last
crushing
completion.
them.
Trying to pick it up on second down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout.
I mean, it really wasn't in my zone. Gates couldn't make a play on that either. That was just a really tough play to make. I'm putting the blitz on him.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all
You don't win games playing it safe.
Outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Let's go cover one hole. Oh my, here we go.
Here they come again.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled
Good tackle.
the receiver on the screen.
Storm is having a great game. So now,
before they get him down.
press, inside blitz.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
Who was that? Was that Dylan Rowe?
The first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the
Can't
stakes
get a
are.
defensive
You
back,
can tell
a young
ran with
defensive
purpose,
back, right? Can't be
finished
too
through
upset
the
at him,
sticks,
but yes, I
and
can.
got just enough for the
He's
first
got to
down.
make that play. He
Nice
was
job
there,
up front
right?
too, right? Good
Watching film on that
communication.
one,
Everybody knew where they had to go,
be
hat
tough
on
to
the
watch
hat,
as a
work the
player.
double teams and get some push.
That would have, we'd have stopped him, held him for a field goal.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes his
I ran that
connection.
perfect. Come on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Up tempo for the offense.
Rooks on the edge here? Mixing it around this play call.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right.
Well, they had the perfect play call to beat a defensive back blitz. Like the perfect play call you could
And
ever
there was
imagine.
no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He
Now we
knew
need to go
he
to
had
cover,
his receiver
4-3,
in a
Tampa
matchup
2.
that liked running a route
Run a spy
where he
each
would
time.
find himself
The
open.
quarterback likes to run.
Nice job between those two.
The snap sets up the throw.
You can't do that on Tim Rooks. He got 4 yards still. Come on, Rooks.
Down to the 1 yard line.
What are you doing?
Now it's 2nd and goal.
Now this is what it's going to be
Man,
really
I
tough.
love the decision making right there. Like drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it.
Touchdown,
Good cutout.
Volunteers.
I busted up the
They've
regular
got the lead
hole,
here
and
in
he
the
just
fourth.
dishes it outside. Great read by 29.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when
What a
it
game.
matters and punching in for the touchdown and more importantly, take the lead.
The competitiveness, everybody, of this year. Is this giving you memories of year 2?
If he can make this one, the lead
We
will
ended
be
up winning
3.
all the close games that year, minus Georgia, but like we've lost the close games this year.
He's got
That
it,
changes
and the lead
right
is
now.
up to a
We're
field
down
goal.
3 minutes
Let's
left.
go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
Wow, we're
Tulsa
fighting.
is in front. They've answered the
We
bell
never give
today,
up.
but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But of
Looking
course,
at
if anything
Sands across the
changes,
middle.
We'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Perfect.
Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Shallow cross. We're looking
Yeah, he's
underneath,
been
and
throwing
maybe
all
we'll
over the
break
yard,
one
and
for a
he's now over
touchdown.
300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
Perfect.
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football.
Okay,
no
so
doubt.
outside
Listen,
route is
he's
running
in
an
a
in
rhythm
and
right
out.
now. He's in a
Guerrero,
groove.
that's
We've
what we
seen
want
good
here.
decision-making. He's
Most
been
likely.
playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what?
Perfect.
This game is far from over.
Catch
Locked
the middle,
in right
it's
now.
Guerrero. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Tight end angle.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of
Mize
downs.
coming across the middle. Honeycutt outside. That's a touchdown if it lets me audible.
Quarterback checking
And it
the
does.
play. They keep attacking through the air.
Dan Honeycutt! You can't press him without a safety. You can't.
Wildcats. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Stephen Bullock reads it
What a
perfect.
great job
Audible.
by this offense. And listen,
Dan
I judge
Honeycutt's able to
offenses
hear him
by what
somehow
they do
over
in the
these
clutch, in
fans.
those big moments and right
That's
before the
amazing.
half. In
You
the
can't
fourth
press
quarter,
him.
late
Like,
in
he
the
has a
game, just
platinum
like
ability
right
to break
here.
it.
You need to
99
score.
speed.
You gotta go
Good
take
luck.
the lead. They do everything they
Take
can.
that,
Now,
Tennessee. It's
defense,
not over.
You're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Okay, so if we make this, and I'm not good at this, but
They'll
if we
line up
make
for the
it,
extra point, and at this juncture,
we're up
every
4.
point matters.
Okay.
And the extra point is
I need
good
everybody to
at
drop
every
your one
point
times right
counts.
now.
It's
Every
now
single
a
play, just say one
4-point
time out
lead.
loud. You don't have to type it in a comment every time. Just say it out loud. We need one times right now.
Almost
To complete
ready
the
to
greatest
kick it away
comeback
after
in
scoring a
history.
touchdown.
Not the greatest in history, obviously, but what a comeback this has been. It's not over yet, but what a
And
game.
it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Shout out to Jerry, the defensive coordinator, coach
Volunteer
suggestions today.
offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These are the games. These are the
It helps me
moments.
call more of a
This is
variety.
the
I should have been doing that a long time
opportunity
ago,
for
but here we go.
finish that people remember
Defense has
in
never been the problem.
rivalries
First
like
4
this.
years.
And those highlights that are shown for years
Good job.
and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer.
Wow, I'm
coming
so
down
nervous.
to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason.
Why are
This
we
is why you
pressing?
do all the gassers and all the sprints for moments like this.
I didn't mean to
Game
call
on
a
the
press
line
play.
in
That's
one
a
of the
terrible
biggest
play
games
call.
of the
Okay,
year.
okay, settle down.
They
We're
immediately
going back to
call
my
timeout,
play call.
trying to preserve
That is way
every
too risky.
second
We
they
run a
can
cover
to try to
4,
rally here late.
and that's
The
it.
offense will put it in play
That's all we
from
do.
the 47 on
Cover
first
4,
and
give them
10.
space.
He's gonna pass.
What a play.
And the physical
Gates
play
getting up there, making a
forces the
big-time hit.
incompletion on first down.
I better run a spy,
Gotta
too,
give
because their
this
quarterback
defense
can
a lot
run.
of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
Yes!
And the
Kyle
pressure will
Kendricks
get
from
there.
Lexington,
The
Kentucky.
sack.
Our
Down
first
he
5-star
goes in the
recruit.
waning moments. That could
What a
be
game changer.
costly play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Make the tackle, make the tackle. Team, what
And the
are
catch
you
was one
doing?
thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Trying to get everybody
All right,
set with
settle
the
down.
clock still running.
Settle down.
Wants to throw on first down. And
What a
it's
tackle.
incomplete.
Gates
If
is
you're gonna
playing
take a
out
hit
of his
like that, you
mind
might
right
as
now.
well
That
hang
is a
on to the ball.
dangerous throw for their
It's been
quarterback.
tough
Like
for this
insane,
QB in
actually, to
this
make
one.
that throw.
Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well.
Not only does it get your receiver killed, it's could have been picked off.
And that's why it appears
That's the
as
same
though
play they
this
ran
team's gonna
earlier.
be leaving here with it now.
I wanted him to
Makes
throw
the
it to the
catch
tight
and
end so
steps
bad.
out
I
of
was
bounds,
ready.
but short of the first
Okay.
down mark. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the
Watch
first.
the run. Watch the quarterback
On
run.
the gun, wants to pass.
Okay, we should have had somebody out. Dooley.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard
You're killing
line,
us.
and they are threatening on first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
Okay. All right.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Good job. Tim Rooks was a spy there. Gets up there, makes the tackle.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8,
Defense is
everybody.
gonna have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football,
Can't run a
they've gotta
cover
keep
3
their
here. They
eye
could
on
bust
him
it.
when he runs
They
routes.
run a
He
vertical
is
seam. It's a touchdown.
versatile back.
It's got to be a cover 4. A cover 3. A cover 2 is not going to work. Man's too dangerous here. It's got to be a cover 4. I know there's a lot of space here, but it's the way to go.
3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's
What a
got his
catch.
man.
Great hit by
They
Dylan
bring him
Rowe,
down,
too.
but he's got a
I
first
ran
and
good.
goal
I
from the 10.
ran out of my zone a little bit there. Y'all saw that, but I had
Momentarily
to.
for the first down. They'll
It
hurry to
worked
the line.
because I cut off the touchdown route. Okay.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last
do
play.
cover 2
Now a
here.
2nd and long coming. He's got it.
Dylan's got to
And he
pick that
wanted
off.
to score
Got to
badly,
pick that
but
off.
the
If I'm
defense
them,
wrestles him down at the
I am
2.
throwing. I'm running
IndyCar
this with the
tempo
quarterback.
as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass.
Where's our...
Down ball. And they've got the lead.
They found the hole in the cover 2 there.
And how about this QB coming up clutch?
We run a cover
Big
2 every
moment.
time in that
Gotta
position.
have
Like
it. Dreamed about
we've
it
never
your whole
not,
life.
and it's worked every time. They're the
Make
first
the
team to
catch.
really
Take the lead
be
with
able to.
seconds remaining
Still,
on
we
the
should still have somebody
And he
over there.
puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the
The
final
flat,
period.
one of them should have been over there. I don't know. Okay.
About to kick it away.
It's not over.
Scoring the touchdown.
We got Dan Honeycutt and Devontae Sands. Let the ball go.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late.
Good try. Good try.
Incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Got to do the 9-8-6 switch again.
It's been tough sledding too, because this offense has been lighting them up through
What
the
a
air.
game.
Nice
It's not over yet.
individual
Come on, one time, everybody. One time like you've never one time before. Maybe you haven't.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game
What a
of
game.
what might have been. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out.
Look
the
at their
window. There's
quarterback.
always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
What a battle, everybody. You know, we left it all out there. I mean, we scored 28 points in the second quarter. Tried to spark the greatest comeback here in this dynasty. But, like, what are you going to do when you can't stop them? Like, we stopped them in the third, right? But they scored 14, 17, and then 0, and then 14. But, like, how many chances in that final drive they were going down the field? How many chances did we have to stop them? We had so many chances and just barely missed the play, right? Like, wow. There's so many plays I can think of there on that defensive side that maybe if I called a different play call, right? Maybe if I called a different formation, maybe if I played it a little more aggressive, but like, you know, we were playing good defense in the second half. So I was trying to stick with what was working there, and we needed to cover 4 there, I felt like, most of the time, and we ran it good. Honestly, we ran it really good. It's just that a couple great third downs. We had them at 3rd and 16 once, right? We had them at third down maybe 3 or 4 times in that drive. And they went down and took it all the way down and scored and broke our cover 2 there in the end zone. You know, I always get beat when I run man or cover 3 or cover 4 in the end zone there. And I went with the cover 2, what we usually always run in that situation almost every time. And it just, the cornerback in that zone just didn't guard anybody. I mean, I understand that's how you beat a cover 2, but in that specific scenario, we should have two players really close to that vicinity to make a play. But I mean, you can't blame it just on one play, and we fought. Our offense is amazing. Our defense is heartbreaking. I mean, we just have to say it like it is. We're 4-4 because of our defense. Our offense is amazing. Our defense just cannot get the job done. We had that interception there. It's just, wow. What a tough year, everybody. I mean, it's been tough, but look, we had 466, but they had 499. Their quarterback dominated. We threw 4 touchdown passes. You all realize that last throw by Bullock, he almost put that on the number. He took a shot. Stephen Bullock has played great football, and we had the interception as well. That's right. That's a pick 6. We win the game without that. So see, there's plenty of mistakes that we made in every single position. It wasn't just Dooley, even though Dooley got them up 14-0. Right? Like, we took out Dooley and it changed our defense. But like, we just didn't play well enough. We had 622 total yards, everybody. We had a kick return for a touchdown. We went into Tennessee against an 89 overall team, one of the best teams in the SEC this year. And we played in a tough environment, down 21 points, and came back and barely lost. Painful loss. I mean, let's look at player stats, right? We have to. Dan Honeycutt locked in Heisman, I think. Their quarterback, yeah, right. What a day. Stephen Bullock, 19 for 29, 380, 4 touchdowns, that 1 interception, but what a game. Rushing, I feel like we had, pretty good. 1976 and a touchdown. Receiving, this was off the charts. Sand, 6 for 118 and a touchdown. Honeycutt, 4 for 157, 2 touchdowns. Sanders got 42 yards and a touchdown as well. Spread the ball around really well today and good variety of play calling, but wow, we just, not enough. Not enough. I wanted that one so bad. We all did. I know. We all wanted it. It's painful to see that loss, right? We tried our best, and that's all you can do at the end of the day. Now, it is important to point out as well, like, our season's not over. It's far from over. We can still make the playoffs, and I know that sounds crazy to say, but just think about our schedule coming up. We play Ole Miss, we play Georgia at home, I believe, and we play Auburn. All those teams are in the top 10, I believe, or at least the top 25. That's a stretch of football that, yes, we may lose them all and finish the year with 4 more losses. No, we're taking down Louisville. We can't let Louisville beat us, but like we can still make the playoffs. And we have 4 games left this year. What a rough year this has been of challenge, but I love the challenge that this year has brought. I truly do. Like, the way that home field advantage has just taken it to another level, like, wow, I feel like it's been such a challenge. It's a challenge this team needed. You know, in this dynasty, we already accomplished everything. We had 4 national championships in a row, right? So here we are, year 5, facing our toughest challenge, our toughest schedule in the SEC so far. It's not even close, and we're losing the close games. We've had a lot of close games, and it's just we're not getting the job done. We're fighting hard. We're trying our best, but sometimes in the big conferences, you're going to have a year like this, and it's painful. I wanted the challenge this year. We got it, and oh my. We can still make the playoffs. Listen, I am not giving up on this team. I am not giving up on this team whatsoever. Now, as far as recruiting here, we don't have a lot to do. Most of our recruiting has been locked in. We got, let's see, what ranked recruiting class right now? Number 1, 12 5-stars, 4 6-stars. So the future is bright for this Kentucky Wildcats team. Yeah, we don't have any left to do. So we got Ron Pounds we're going after, who we might lose. Michigan has gained a lot because of their visit, but I still think we're doing enough to lock them in. I mean, I don't want to schedule a visit right now, right? Like, we have no confidence. We are not scheduling a visit. And look, we don't even gain much influence if we win. Look at that, because they're unranked. Oh, Auburn's unranked now. They were in the top 25. Okay. And then we're trying to go after a new kicker, right? We already scouted all the kickers. This kicker has Mega Leg and Road Dogg. Now, Akeem Grimm does not have a gym, so we don't know if his development's going to be a little higher, but it's fine. I think he could be a really good kicker for the future, and we haven't really went after too many kickers. You know, funny thing is, we offered Akeem Grimm a scholarship. We're the only team, and he has us number 4. Like, are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me, Akeem. Like, we're the only team to offer him a scholarship, and he still has us at number 4. That's how much this team is struggling right now. We have so many hours left over right now, but like, if we get more than 20, we're gonna have to drop a lot, and I don't want to do that. Already getting 20 is pushing it, right? We're gonna have to drop a few anyways. We have so much talent on this team. You know, our defense it's a big problem. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. They're just not making the plays they usually make. That Tennessee team made our team look like we never played before. That was our worst game defensively, even though we had a good second half. But yeah, let's go ahead and advance the week. Not much recruiting this week, right? I mean, yeah, let's advance and see what happened to our ranking. Probably 20 or worse, maybe outside the top 25, honestly. We've had a tough schedule. Hopefully they keep that into consideration. Yes, we locked in Ron Pounds. Michigan lost. Let's go. It was close. And we're number 1 now in the kickers list. You love to see it. Championship contender down to B+. We're out of the top 25, aren't we? We're 15th in the SEC. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, listen, that's fair. We're unranked. Auburn's 22 now. They got the big win last week. Oh, good. Now, good news is we're back at home and we're playing a ranked opponent, right? So that could be huge for this team's momentum. And we are in bad need of some momentum. But, like, this schedule has been insane. The SEC is nuts. We're almost in last place in the SEC. Welcome to the Southeastern Conference. I always say that, right? And I've said this. If you watch this Dynasty, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. You could just as easily lose all your games in the SEC as win. Like it is, I wouldn't say easily win, but like it's so easy to lose them all. Like it's easier to lose them all, obviously, but like your schedule is stacked. And in any of the big conferences, right, your schedule is stacked. So like it's painful, right? We lost to Texas, South Carolina. We lost to Florida barely. We lost to Tennessee barely. Like, look at these close games. South Carolina by 3. Florida by 6, and even though that we had to do a last-ditch comeback there, and yeah, it really wasn't as close as it says there. But now Tennessee, we had the lead and we lost it. This is the SEC. This is what I'm talking about. Those were close games. If we win those, it changes everything. We're sitting with 7 wins on the year. Like 7-1, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you just never know. And we play Auburn, Ole Miss. That's at home against Auburn. Ole Miss at Ole Miss. And Georgia, we're about to make a statement. I still have this game circled. Many of you are laughing. I get it. I still have this game circled. Georgia, I can tell you right now. We could lose the rest of these games, everybody. If we take down Georgia, it's going to feel like a national championship. We have yet to beat Georgia. That changes. We beat them in year 1. That doesn't count. That was on All-Pro. Ever since we've been on Heisman, we've never beat Georgia. And we've been close. That changes. We are beating Georgia. Like, we went out. Auburn, Ole Miss, Georgia, all ranked opponents. We're back in the top probably 12. That's a stretch, right? Dream big, right? It may be a bowl season, everybody. And if we don't get 2 more wins, is it 6 wins to get a bowl? Is it half games? Or it might be 7 wins to get a bowl. Is it 6 or 7? If it's 7, well, oh my. Well, what a year, a competitive year. This is honestly, I think, the test that this team has needed. We already accomplished everything with 4 national championships in a row. We needed the challenge. We faced with the challenge, and here we are. We're 4-4. We've had close games. We barely lost like 3 games. We win those. We're probably the #1 team in the nation. Welcome to College Football 25. It is such a challenge, and what a challenging year this has been. But hey, I love the fight. I never give up, and I've kept fighting in every single game. And we almost came back against Florida. We almost came back against South Carolina. And honestly, we should have won that South Carolina game. I still remember that one touchdown where our defender didn't make a play on the ball. And then here, it probably should have called a different play call there. Should have been, I don't know. We ran that same play call every year 5, all 5 years in this dynasty. Great success until right there. So sometimes it doesn't go your way, YouTube. But thank you all for watching this video to the end. Thank you for all the support. I need you all's positive, encouraging comments. We fought. I think we showed a lot of heart today. We showed a lot of heart this season. We've got so much talent on the offensive side. Our defense is not playing up to expectations, but we showed a glimpse of hope there and good defense in the 3rd quarter. So maybe that's a sign of good things to come. If you all got some enjoyment, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, and it keeps these series going. Subscribe for more. There is plenty more content you can tune into here on the Gamer Builder YouTube channel outside this series. If you haven't watched the Road to Glory series, go back and watch it. It's linked in the video description below. And that's also where you can find my other active and past career mode series, Dynasty series, and a lot of content coming for College Football 26 when that game launches. So stay tuned for that. July is going to be awesome. I'm so excited for it. I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.